Hey everybody, welcome back to round 3. I've gotten over the crushing loss of round 2. We've won the die roll. Let's play first. And look at this garbage of a hand. It's got all of our colors, plus our evolving wilds, and a monument and a gore swine. I'll keep it, just because I don't want to test fate anymore. Our opponent went to 6. Cool. So I guess we'll lead with the evolving wilds and go and get a mountain to have 2 of them. And then pass the turn. Always a land on top when you have a hand just chock full of land. Do we see a 2-drop? Blue-white, eh? Flyers isn't going to be terribly what I want to deal with. A wandering champion. More land. Yeah. Well, let's drop the gore swine. Present a blocker. I don't super want to trade a 2-drop for a 1 or a 3-drop. But we'll see what he does. And then we've got a handful of mana sources. I sure hope I draw nothing but my awesome bombs. Alright, what are we going to see for 3? Mastery of the Unseen. Okay. You're going to try to be a little bit cute, eh? Well then. I guess we'll morph down the Skirmisher. And then maybe just pass the turn here. I want to finish him quickly before his manifests start taking over. So what is it? When they turn face up, you get a creature, or you get a life for each creature you control? Okay. Alright. So he is going to mastery. That is his plan. Ooh, an Ire Shaman as well. Well, we could monument and morph Ire Shaman? Sounds good. And then I'll just pass the turn again, I suppose. He gets a manifest. Good for him. I may just have to fly in with the monument a whole bunch. A morph, sure thing. Another wandering champion, sure. I would like his board to be a little bit more clean. So, what do you cost on morph? A single red, perfect. So, we're going to do Warbrute. Boop, 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 and boop. And we're coming in with everything. Absolutely everything. And let's see what he thinks about that. I assume we'll see a double block on the Warbrute. Maybe the morph and the manifest. And then a trade with the gore swine, and then he'll take his pick of the morphs, maybe. He's gonna leave me with the Warbrute. Really? Really? I guess there's no point in on-morphing the Ire Shaman, because the card on top we won't get to play unless it's a 2-drop. Well, we may as well. As long as it's not something insanely awesome. Watch it be a Sova or something. It's a forest. Cool. So we get it off the top of the library. So we're not going to draw it next turn. He had a pressure point as his card, and we get our Warbrute back. Cool. Cleared house a little bit. He's only got 2 cards in hand. Not too shabby. He's going to manifest. He's going to unmorph a Kieran. Gain a couple of life. Sure thing. Sure thing. Summit Prowler. So let's dash this guy. See if he wants to double block. He does not. He's just going to take 5. So then we'll pop down the Summit Prowler. Present a whole bunch of damage coming at him next turn. And he's going to have a Manifest and a Kieran. And a second Manifest if he really wants to. And then at some point we can just start picking away at him with the Monument. Alright, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He's not sure what he's gonna do. Okay, he's gonna go to combat. And then I assume he's gonna fly in for 3. Yes, he is. Why wouldn't he? In for 3, and then what? Maybe pass the turn and hold up Manifest mana? Yep, that's what he's gonna do. Stampeding Elkherd. Don't have enough for Elkherd and Warbrute. That's a little bit of a pain. Little bit of a pain. So, let's put down the Elkherd, I suppose. And pass the turn. Or are we going to get smacked with a contradict here or something? Ah, a Silumgar Sorcerer. Okay, so he's going to exploit that Manifest and counter my Elkherd. Sure. Oh, he's going to sack itself. Okay. So that tells me that that Manifest is probably something he could unmanifest. So I'm going to come in with the Prowler. I'm going to come in with the Prowler. See if he wants to take 4, see if he wants to trade with the Kieran. Jump with the Manifest. See why he's protecting that Manifest. He is going to trade with the Kieran, heavily protecting that Manifest. Very interesting. Heavily protecting it. So what is it? All right. Get ourselves a Frontier Mastodon. So I will dash this out. I know he's going to double block it, but that's fine. Because we're going to cast a Mastodon as well and get ourselves a 4/3. Unless he's packing another Sorcerer. And then we'll swing in for 5, and he will make a Manifest and double block, maybe? Maybe he'll chump block, maybe he'll surprise me by unmanifesting, I don't know, Ojutai. Let's see what he does. He is going to unmanifest an Ojutai Interceptor, gain himself a life, and trade with my Warbrute. Sure. I get to present 8 damage coming at him next turn, the Mastodon and the Monument. He does have enough to double manifest, though, so he could double block the Frontier Mastodon. Alright, let's turn on the Monument. In with both. Let's get hit with an Enduring Victory here. He's going to Master the Unseen, and Master the Unseen again, and double block the Mastodon, and I'm going to rip 2 cards off his library, basically. Sounds fine. Sounds fine to me. Down they go. He takes 4. What'd we get rid of? A Dramoka Warrior and a Plains. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So he's got 3 turns to find himself a flyer. Or an Enduring Victory, or a Sandblast, or any of those options. Or to just massively flood the board with manifests. In for 4. Manifest, sure thing. He has flying. You can't block it. There we go. Alright. Oh, he's got something. Oh, he got Whisk Away. That sucks. That super turns off my next draw step. Turn 11, not where you want to draw a Monument. Alright, so he gets in for 2 for free. And then passes the turn. We draw a Monument. So we will play said Monument. And we'll play the land needed to turn it on. Emptying my hand, he's got 3 cards in hand. He's going to make a couple manifests here. And we're going to be sad. Very sad. Super sad, even. It looks like he might master the Unseen. Especially if any of those can flip up and he can start gaining a ton of life. In with all of them. Well, we're going to turn on a Tarkir's Monument. And we're going to try to eat one. Sure, you've got an Aven Surveyor. Good job. Aww. That sucks. Takes me to 6, and we top deck or lose. We lose. Cool. That was fun. He had a Center Soul, and yeah, he does indeed have a Sandblast. Good to know. Good to know. Well, it's interesting to play against. We're going to naturalize for sure. And he had a fair number of flyers, or at least a few. Pinion Feast still seems okay to me. What don't I like? What don't I like? I suppose the Storm Singer. And we'll go with that. And hope we do a little bit better there. Because that deck's slow enough, we should be able to get through if we get the right cards before he can start going off like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, we're going to play first, and let's see this awesome hand. It's terrible, but we have a Naturalize, which is totally biasing me. And we've got the land for a Teamer Sabertooth. I'll keep it. It's slow, but we have a way to turn off his deck a little bit. But his deck also did seem just fine enough, even if he doesn't hit that Master of the Unseen. No 1-drop. Cool. Top deck to land. Of course. Of course. Turn 2, Wandering Champion. Enjoy. Collateral damage. Awful. Pass the turn. Get smacked in the face for 3. No 3-drop. Cool. Top decked another land. Because why wouldn't we? Teamer Sabertooth. Teamer Sabertooth. There we go. And no creatures to back it up with, which is a little bit awful. A little bit awful. Hit me for 3. Be my guest. Yeah, if we don't draw another creature, we're just gonna get eaten away here. Ooh, misses a land drop. Alright, so draw a creature, get back in this game. Draw a land, lose miserably. Well, I'm not blocking with the Sabertooth, so we may as well get in for 4. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? That's so mean. So mean. So, he's getting in for 3, 6, guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed. We could draw a creature next turn. That's something that should happen in a deck with 16 creatures, right? 17 creatures? 16 or 17. One of the two. Hit me again. Play your 4-drop. What's it going to be? Updraft Elemental. That has flying. Pinion Feast. Throw counters on my tapped down Sabertooth. Draw. Something? Anok Artillerist. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. So at the very worst, I can block and bounce it. At the very worst. Not sure if I'll really get to stabilize here, but we'll see. Is he going to attack? He is going to attack. Well, we'll block. What's he doing? Okay. Waste a Sandblast. I will so totally allow you to waste that Sandblast. Wow. That was a bad play on his part. Goodbye to that spell. No damage, and he wasted a turn and a card. Awesome. Awesome. Does he have a 2-drop to follow up? No, he doesn't. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, a swamp. Alright, so we'll pop down the Artillerist. I should have left up 2 green for Naturalize and Sabertooth, but oh well. We'll bash in with the Sabertooth for 6, take him to 14. And we'll do the same trick next turn if we have to. I will so do that trick again. Pacifism. I was expecting that. And he gives up. Alright. I don't understand what happened there. Maybe he thought that I could take the pacifism off by bouncing, but I couldn't. But I could have just naturalized it anyways and still been pretty solidly in control. I don't know what happened there. I think he must have rage quit after making that Sandblast mistake, maybe? I don't know. But let's go back in and see if we can make him rage quit again. Because if it works, that will be my go-to strategy for GP Montreal, making my opponent rage quit. Ew. Ew. That is a lot of land. A boring little 3/2. Not the right land for a Summit Prowler. And yet I'm going to keep it. I don't think that's right. I think percentage-wise, you probably should have just mulled that. But yeah. I'll keep it. So we got the Sabertooth, so I guess that's okay. He gets a Palace Familiar. Fine. We get an Ire Shaman. Alright. So maybe we morph Ire Shaman, play Sabertooth, do some stuff-ish. Get hit for 1. That's my plan for this turn. What do you got? A morph. Enjoy. Enjoy your morph. Let's drop the Ire Shaman. Then maybe next turn we'll actually do Summit Prowler instead of Sabertooth. Although if we don't hit another forest, Sabertooth will never be safe the turn it comes down. I might be willing to trade morphs here. Just because I do need a little bit of time with this hand. Or he could just Pacifism it. That is an option. Yeah, Mist of Kirin. That's super cool. We're just going to die in the air, aren't we? Just going to die in the air. Collateral damage. Yes, please. Collateral damage the Kirin. Sack my Ire Shaman. Play the Mastodon. Alright, back in the game a little bit. Back in the game a little bit. Not dying to a 3/2 Vigilant Flyer. Dramoka Warrior, sure. Sure. Super okay with that. Taking 1, super okay with that. Krotik. Let's bash in for 3, see if he wants to trade. Well, actually, no. Let's just hold him back because I want to trade. And we will drop the Prowler. Green 6. Green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's drop the Prowler. And pass the turn. Ah, good old Ojita's Breath. So he's going to tap my team down? That's pretty friggin' gross. He's going to take me to 10. And then threaten to take me to 6. Gross. Gross. He's down to 2 cards, so that's good. Passes the turn. Alright, there's the forest we wanted. So we can Temur Sabertooth and protect it. So that warrior is not going to get to attack again. And then he's going to have a Palace Familiar, and I'm going to have 11 power coming at him. Still 2 cards in hand. What do I fear? Not sure. Even Surveyor would be a little bit annoying, bouncing my Sabertooth. Yup. What did I just say? What did I just say? So, I'm going to get hit, taken down to 6, and he's going to have a 2-turn win in the air. And I don't have guys in the air. But I do have a Tail Slash. I do have a Tail Slash. So let's murderize that. Alright, so he's on a 6-turn clock. Or I'm on a 6-turn clock, rather. So I can get in for 4 here. Leave up the Mastodon because I'll willingly trade it with the Warrior. But I can take him to 16. And I can now threaten a fair bit of damage. I could take him to 5 if he attacked in with everything and didn't play a blocker. So we'll start making him think a little bit more carefully here. However, we are in a pretty precarious spot. Dance of the Skywise. Okay, so he's going to take me to 1. So I have to kill that Palace Familiar or lose, basically. That is not a card I ever expected to lose to. Ever in my life. Four, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm 2 away. Oh. Dance of the friggin' Skywise. That's dumb. That's dumb. That is so dumb. Yep. I was 2 damage away from killing him. We weren't going to have it, though. Well, that sucked. We went 1 and 2, and I don't think that should have happened against this deck that did that. But yeah, so we're 1 and 2, so ultimately our GP Montreal practice finishes off at 7 and 5, which is better than 50%, I suppose, but would not finish me in the money at all. Yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this series, though. It's been interesting. I think I enjoyed last week more than this week, actually, with the 140 card deck. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. I will be jetting off to Grand Prix Montreal next Friday. I'll be heading out just to give you an idea of my planned schedule, but it's going to be pretty packed, so I can't guarantee all of this will happen. But I will be attempting to do a last chance sealed trial event at the venue on Friday night, and I will attempt to record my pool and talk about it and talk about how it went, as well as just some general footage of the venue itself. On Saturday, I will be playing in the main event. I will do a video coverage of my pool, my deck build, and how my day went as well. If I make day 2, then I'll talk about my drafts for sure. If I make day 2, I do, of course, need to go 7 and 2 or better to make day 2, so it's pretty challenging to get there. But if I do, there will be coverage of that. In addition to that, the set review will be beginning next weekend. I'm hoping to get a white set review up on Friday, blue on Saturday, black on Sunday, and then red and green on Monday and Tuesday. That is going to require me to record in my hotel room when I get to Montreal. So that will be pending me having enough time. I'm hoping it will be, and set review is huge for me, so I will be doing everything I can to stay to that schedule. It may get knocked back by a day, but we'll have to see. There will be no Spikey Saturday next weekend. There will be a Wacky Wednesday on next Wednesday. The following week, there will be no Wacky Wednesday, but there will be a Spikey Saturday. But yeah, that's going to be a packed week. So you want to be watching for those videos. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me up on Twitter at the Mana Leek. That's L-E-E-K, like the vegetable, not the card. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/themanaleek. And you've already found me here on YouTube. If you like the videos, you should click those little thumbs up icons. That lets me know that you like the videos, the world know that you like the videos, and helps my videos rise through the ranks. As well, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you should. There is a button below each video and one in the outro of each video. That'll keep you up to date on all the latest Spiky Saturdays, Wacky Wednesdays, Crack-a-Pack Tuesdays, and any other random videos that might pop up here or there, such as Grand Prix Montreal coverage and set reviews. They will be here. You want to see those as soon as they come up, so make sure you do subscribe. Otherwise, if you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.